I love it when I nudge my desk and all of a sudden we lose the entire fucking recording. This is episode 4 again of the Hardcore Casuals podcast. This time with no technical difficulties. We've witnessed an absolutely phenomenal card last night in Madison Square Garden. A lot of violence, a lot of great fights, and we're just gonna break it down a little bit and hopefully make it entertaining for y'all.
Yeah, so starting out the main card, we had Diego Lopez versus Pat Sabatini. Diego Lopez is the fucking man. Went out there and put on a show in a minute 30 seconds, and just murdered Pat Sabatini. Showed that he's trash. Diego Lopez with his emo hair was like, "Watch this, guys. I don't only just have submissions," and knocked him out. Had his head bouncing around like a pinball machine, in the words of Michael Bisping.
Yeah, that was a great showcase. Again in the first round. That's like what his 14th first round finish in his
Yeah, something
career.
like that.
Yeah, dude is here to show up, knock people out and get paid and leave. He's not here to stick around or nothing like that. Bro's got a job to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun watching him. I don't know who he fights next, honestly. I can't really think of any 45 names. Maybe somebody in the bottom of the top 15. He's probably made enough noise and momentum to get himself there.
Yeah.
Right. Next, we got our boy here. Benoit Saint-Denis and Matt Frevola squared
Yeah.
off in a fight that we knew wasn't really gonna a fight we knew wasn't gonna go the distance, but I didn't expect it to end as quick as it did because Benoit Saint-Denis made Matt Frevola look like an amateur exiting that fucking clinch, and he just sent the head kick of all head kicks into that dome of his and
Yeah.
split him open pretty good.
Yeah. Favola exited the clinch with his arms like a T Rex, like he was gonna block something. Like he thought the kick was gonna come right at his nipples, and he's like, let me protect those, and he just got cracked and fell like a cartoon, and it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it
Our
was
boy,
good.
the God of War, got him.
Yeah,
He
Chris
avenged Drew
Benoit
Dober.
Saint-Denis avenged Drew Dober and called out Gamrot and Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje, which the first two names I agree he should fight, probably one after the other,
Yeah,
provided he
because
beats both of them.
yeah, Justin Gaethje gets the next shot after Charles, so you can't give him because he just beat Favola, who's ranked 14, so you can't give him an immediate number one contender fight.
Yeah, I'd say he
Uh,
probably jumps up to like 14, maybe even like 13 or 12, considering the craziness of the knockout and all that.
yeah, but yeah, he'll probably fight Gamrot.
Yeah, that should be a fun one. One guy who has only finished fights and another guy who doesn't have a single definitive win inside the UFC, so
Yeah,
something's got to give there. And yeah, fun, good fun shit. I love Benoit Saint-Denis.
yeah,
Man's an
he's the man.
entertainer. They really knew how to stack the shit out of this card, dude.
Yeah, he's the man.
Oh, speaking of stacking the shit out of this card, we got Andrade and Mackenzie Dern.
Mackenzie Dern did not beat the horseface allegations on this fight.
And she
Got
did
dropped
not.
4 different times. Uh, has You can't even say she has the striking of a woman because that was just it was like a day one boxing
Yeah,
class when someone gets scared.
she looked sub female on the feet, bro. Like
Yeah, she created a new gender of just bad.
yeah.
It was crazy. And it's crazy because in her last fight against Angela Hill, granted it's Angela Hill, she looked pretty good on the feet. She was rocking her a bunch of times and tagging her
She
and just
dropped Angela Hill in that first round.
yeah,
I'll
I
never
don't I
forget
don't
that.
yeah, I don't know if she was just super scared of getting cracked by Andrade, which like who wouldn't be, but like because she was entering in and she was like going at her, she was blitzing. So I don't know if she was scared or she just was like, I'm just gonna blitz and it will work every time, and she won't throw back at me. And then when she threw back, it just looked like Trevor Peak out there, just hammer fisting, trying to swat away the punches like they were flies. Like it
Chin
just looked
straight
so
up in the
bad.
air. It's like
Yeah, looking up at the ceiling.
there was no discipline in that
It looks it
showcase.
it looked like a high school fight, but only one of them knew how to fight.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's crazy seeing how unranked versus the edge of the top 15 technical it can be with like lightweight and all that shit, the lower like the middle weight classes, and then you get the women's and number 7 in the world looks like that, it's just like
like how did you get here?
yeah.
So yeah, Andrade took her out in round two, 3 minutes in after dropping her like 17 times. Yeah, Mackenzie's corner yelled out "Thug Life," go Thug Life on her, and I don't think the Thug Life chose her
Yeah, I think
tonight.
I think she got thugged on rather.
Yeah, put that in the some of the worst corner calls of all time.
Yeah, that's some Fabia shit if I ever heard
Yeah, that's some Fabio Maldonado.
it.
That's not his name.
Josh
I think he's
Fabia.
Joshua Fabio. Fabio Maldonado is a heavyweight fighter. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of
Edmund
speaking of
Tarverdyan shit.
speaking of Thug Life, you know who got Thug Life in the co-main event? Is
Fuck.
my man, my boy's boy here, Pavlovich. Oh my goodness.
God, what a
Uh,
fight. One, I think everyone on Earth knew that this fight wasn't gonna go past the first. And if it did, it would have been a travesty. But lucky for us, it didn't. It barely
it
went past the
ended.
first minute.
Yeah, it barely got past the first minute.
Oh
Both.
wow, it was 69 seconds.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, both these guys, Aspinall and Pavlich, big boys, big swangin' fast, meaty hand heavyweights that knock
Big,
people out
big,
and kill 'em.
big swinging dicks just in
Yeah.
there, just
Just
throwing.
two different kinds of heavyweight though. Aspinall, as it showed, was the more technical, super fast hand speed, good grappling, good submissions. Meanwhile, Pavlovich's claim to fame was unga bungaing his way to 6 first-round knockout victories in a row.
He's the white
And
Ngannou.
yeah, basically, dude's got a longer reach to height ratio than John fucking Jones. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
some
crazy.
scary shit. And Aspinall felt a little bit of it, and then he was like, okay, word, and he outboxed that motherfucker, donked
Yeah,
his head around.
he said enough of that. Let's
Yeah,
enough of that, sir.
yeah, he
I will
said,
not have that disrespect in my house,
he
and just
said, hear
murdered him.
ye, fucking witness these fists upon thy cranium, and sent him to fucking Narnia, dude.
Yeah, I assumed with Tom Aspinall's recent finishes that he would use his fast hands and then probably try and take him down because Pavlovich's wrestling is so I just assumed that Aspinall would probably shoot and maybe submit him or something, like kind of how he did to Arlovsky, just bum rushed him and took his back. But Aspinall got hit once and was like, okay, we're gonna throw and I'm gonna win. And then he won.
And
He
then he
knocked him out.
won. Yeah, and it
Yeah,
was
he put him on the chicken dance for like zero point 0.5 seconds and then cracked him with a 1-2 and sent him to the canvas and brained him 3 times right
yeah,
after.
took him to the gulag, man. Won that
Yeah, literally.
1v1 real good.
He sent him back to the gulag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we got a third British champion. Kind of hesitant in saying that because it is an interim
He's not a
title, and we're like,
champion.
oh, it's an interim champion. Meh, 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 meh.
That
Yeah, it's
doesn't
real.
count.
Yeah,
It's so it's
it's
so
like
stupid.
counting. You may as well count Tony and Justin and Dustin and all these other dudes who've gone interim. You may as well count Yair Rodriguez amongst them.
It's
Does
so
it count?
stupid because
Eh.
the interim title is meant to be like, all right, you're the number one contender. It's gonna be champ versus champ, solidify it, unify it, whatever. And then they're gonna put Stipe in when John comes back. So it's like, what was the? You just have a title now. That's basically just because the interim title is basically just a second place title, anyways. Dude, you're third place. That's a third place title. Like, it's so dumb that I get it. Sell pay per views, haha. Put a belt on the big funny heavyweights. I get it, but like, there's no point in that title if Stipe gets the next shot. It's so stupid. I hate the UFC.
Yeah.
I lied. I love the UFC.
Yeah. And now
We're gonna talk
finally.
about why I love the UFC right now with the main event: Jiri Procházka versus Alex Poatan Pereira for the vacant, up until that fight, vacant light heavyweight title. And goddamn, I was fucking shitting my pants
Yeah, this
this the whole fight.
this man could not take a seat if it meant his life would be saved. Like the
Yeah, no.
dude was on the edge of the edge. I swear to God.
Yeah, I was hanging on by a thread. You know how when you get nervous, you do that little leg bounce, the restless leg syndrome type shit? And it's usually just one leg. No, it was two. I was
Bro,
playing the kick drum
yeah,
for a
bro,
fucking metal
bro
band,
was
bro.
hitting the double bass drums for
Yeah,
Metallica, dude.
I was making some sick beats with how nervous I was. It was crazy. But enough about that. Let's talk about the fight.
Yeah, man. Yuri came coming back off of after ripping his shoulder in half, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's the worst injury I've ever seen." Meanwhile, Poeton's coming in like, "Oh, Shama,
Uh,
I'm gonna come in here
Drama.
and move up a move up a weight class a year after I won the middleweight belt, and I'm gonna fight for the vacant belt." And
Literally, like the day before, it was a calendar year because today was the day that he won it.
yeah,
Against
the date
Izzy.
we're recording this, which is
Yeah,
November 12th.
yeah. I mean, it'll be up today too. But anyways, yeah. In one calendar year, this dude knocked out what what retards say is the greatest middleweight of all time. Definitely the second greatest middleweight of all time. Knocked him out to steal the title in his what was that like his eighth fight, his eighth MMA fight
I
ever,
think so.
and then rematched him early this year. Didn't get knocked out. That was CGI. And then moved up like 3 months later after getting not knocked out really bad. Beat the dude that beat Adesanya in a new weight class, and then just yesterday he went in there and he definitely won. That was a weird stoppage, but he definitely won. That's for sure.
Yeah, he won. Being a Yuri fanboy, I'd rather have seen him go out cold in an undisputed title fight. But a, if Yuri's saying the stoppage was fine, I ain't gonna fucking vouch either way. But the just bleed guy in me wants to see a couple more hammers and
Yeah,
just
I would have.
see a real definitive end to it. But
Yeah, I would have liked to see a body too, but I guess if there's no controversy if the dude who was in it says no, I was right. It was what are you gonna do? Yeah, there was no way that Jiri was gonna debate that unless it was like the worst stoppage of all time. He wasn't gonna debate it. He's such a classy
he's
fucking
too yeah
samurai
he's
guy.
too noble.
Yeah, to debate it and call bullshit. He was gonna be like, yeah, and he wasn't gonna lie. He's like, I was out.
Yeah,
My mind was gone, but my body was still fighting. But I was out. Mark Goddard was right.
yeah.
So
See.
respect on him for saying that.
Yeah, and it's not like it was a complete shutout. He had a couple good moments. He was catching Poatan with a couple uppercuts. I know you saw that too, because you were like, oh, during the fight.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. I was getting a little worried
Yeah,
when he was swarming him against the fence.
yeah.
Uh,
The striking was like his accuracy was surprising me. I thought he would have been hitting a lot more air against Pereira, but good shit to
yeah,
that.
and to mix it up in the first round with the wrestling is something I did not see coming at all.
No,
My boy called it. We were texting a few days before the fight, and he was like, I think Jiri's gonna wrestle in the first round, and then Alex is gonna catch him with a left hook in the second, which is exactly what happened. So shout out to my boy for calling it to a fucking T. I don't know how he did that.
that's
I was
insane. I
very
didn't even know
surprised.
about that.
Yeah, it was insanity that he called it perfectly. But yeah, Jiri, they were a little hesitant in the very beginning because big men go boom. And Jiri, he shoot or I forgot what it was. I think he
I
shot
think he just went in
against the
for a
cage.
shot.
Yeah, and got him down and kind of controlled Alex. There wasn't really a lot of damage elbows, but Alex trains with Glover Teixeira. Glover Teixeira's entire game is let me hold you down, grind you out, and hit you a bunch of times until you die. And if you're training with him day in and day out, you're gonna be used to defending that. So good on Alex. But yeah, Jiri controlled him. Got up in the last like 15 seconds, and they were moving around. But when they were on the feet, Alex was shredding this man's calf
Oh my
with that
God, dude, it was
with that
like
patented calf kick. He
three,
was
4 kicks in, and it was toast.
Yeah, he landed like three in like the first like 45 seconds, and Jiri was already switching stances, limping. Like I think with the first one he threw, he like knocked him off his feet. Like it's insane the way that he can just destroy your calf with such a like low power looking kick. But
Yeah,
he was tearing his leg apart.
it looks like there's
Uh,
nothing behind it, but that man will kick your lower leg off.
yeah. And then going into the second, it was weird because he was like, is Jiri just gonna wrestle again or gonna throw? And then they went in and they were moving a bit, and then Jiri went in with a few blitzes, which were got a little hairy in there. I got scared, and then moved around again off the clinch, and then Jiri came in with another blitz. Alex had against the cage, and hit with a two hook combo. Hit him with a right that kind of hit him, and then the left hook cracked him on the temple, and he fell down. And that's where the stoppage gets a little weird because he was shooting, and Alex was hammer fisting him and elbowing him in the side of the
Yeah,
head.
he started going for like the hammer fist on the temple, and then he switched to like the Travis Brown elbows, and then Yuri started to buckle a little bit, and then he falls into Alex falls into full mount over Yuri, and then Mark Goddard gets in.
Yeah, and that's where the controversy is because I mean, when you watch it in slow motion, it wasn't like Alex like hipped into him and made him into full mount. Like when he hit him with the elbows, Yuri slumped and fell, and Alex went straight into full mount. That's where Yuri says I was out, which is correct. But I think everyone here wants to see a little violence, and we wanted to see Alex get him with some good shots from mount just to solidify it. But yeah, weird
Yeah,
stoppage.
just
Uh,
a little bit of CTE. That's all I
just,
ask.
I mean, he's already dropped him and elbowed him in the head. What, two or three more? You never know how it would have played out. Maybe he would have just held him and survived. But I mean, that's not what happened. And Alex Pereira is the new light heavyweight champion of the world. He's just that guy.
Yeah,
He's the greatest combat sports athlete of all time. I don't give a fuck about Cejudo. He's the greatest. I don't care.
and more importantly, he's finally restored order to 205 once again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He called out Adesanya, but it was funny because the clip that's going around is him saying, Adesanya, come to daddy. That's funny. That's hilarious. But what he was saying before, he was like, this guy, he was calling back to the Adesanya interview where he was, oh, this guy's gonna be sitting at a bar and being, oh, I beat that guy, one guy when I'm a legend. Now Izzy is the one that's metaphorically sitting at a bar saying, I beat that guy one time, literally only once, because he's on the couch now until 2027 is what he says. But he was saying, "Oh, that guy motivated me. He rescued me from the literal bar because he was an alcoholic, and he motivated me. And now I'm here, and I want to rescue him because sitting out for the next 4 years is a waste of talent." So he was being respectful. He was like, "I want to save you. I want to give you a shot. Like, let's go. It's a waste of talent if you sit out." And then he said, "Adesanya, come to daddy," and it's haha funny. So he called out him, but Adesanya is not going to take that fight. He's
Yeah,
scared.
Adesanya's not gonna take that fight, and I kind of want to see him fight Jamal Hill more than another Adesanya run back.
Yeah, they won't give it to Adesanya anyways. Dana White went out and said he was like, yeah, if Adesanya wants it, he's going to have to fight someone at 205 first. Adesanya's not going to do that. Adesanya's
Adesanya's
not going
not
to
gonna
take,
move up again,
he's not
guarantee
going to
it.
move up unless he's champ or unless it's for a title. But if it's against Alex, he's not going to do it. Like, he'll sit out for probably like a year and a half, maybe two. But that competitive bug is strong. But yeah, Jamal gets the next shot. Rightfully so. He should be back sometime next year
Yeah, probably
because
like
he's already walking around standing. So
yeah, I'd
he
say
was at
probably
the
like
fights.
spring, maybe. Probably next spring is when we'll see
Yeah,
that fight go
yeah,
down.
not for 300. That's a little too early. That's in April. But probably a little after. Maybe probably by or before 305. Maybe.
Oh yeah,
If
definitely. I was gonna say
yeah,
like 301, 302, but
yeah, around there.
that should be good.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's the fight right there.
street boxing versus kickboxing.
Versus
Oh,
done. So yeah, great fight. Great card all around.
I know. And now
Um,
we get to bring it back down to the levels of suck that we're all used to with a Brendan Allen Paul Craig main event next week.
Oh my god, get that out of here.
I know.
Brendan Allen. My man right here fucking hates Brendan
I
Allen
hate
so
Brendan Allen,
much.
bro. Dude's like top two cornballs in the fucking UFC.
Yeah, I don't have any feeling towards Brendan Allen. I really don't care. Uh, all I know is that Paul Craig used to be my boy when he was submitting everyone, and now it's like, can you just like learn some wrestling or just retire? Like one of those things would suffice.
Didn't wasn't he like on this whole point about he was supposed to retire before he turned 35?
Yeah,
And
he
now
was
this
like,
man
when
is
I'm 35,
pushing.
I'm out.
This
Yeah,
man
he's
is
like
pushing
30.
36 in 2 weeks. This man will be 36 in 2 weeks, and he's fighting still. Like,
Yeah, like, dude, leave. Keep to your
yeah,
word and leave.
be about it, bro.
Yeah, like so yeah, that's next week. I don't even know what that card looks like, honestly.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
probably
all
looks
right.
like dog shit if you ask me. Let me just take a quick little gander, see what real treats we got looking forward to us in this shit. Brendan Allen, Paul Craig. Oh, Miles Morales is coming back. That's cool. We're gonna have
Against
the
Jake
battle of the
Matthews.
fruits and Chase Hooper versus Jordan Levitt.
Oh God.
We got Amanda Hebos fighting, the Medics fighting, and that's about all the names I really care about. Jonathan Pierce, and yeah, can't really say anything else about anything else.
Yeah. Oh, the twerking girl, Aline Perez, she's fighting. That's funny.
Oh,
Charles Johnson is fighting. Oh my God. Get him out of here.
bro, little side note about the twerking girl. We have an official Instagram page, hardcore underscore casuals underscore pod if you're interested. But
Yeah.
every time I open this page, I just see this bitch twerking. Like every single, no other, like we follow like 500 MMA accounts on that page, and it's
We
always
follow every
hers.
fighter in history,
Yeah,
and
and
she's the
it's
one that comes up first.
always her that pops up first. I'm like, bro, get this shit off my feed. I'm just trying to add more views to my story. That's it. Like,
Yeah, the algorithm is strong. I don't know what she did. She's
she
probably
got
fucking Mark Zuckerberg, honestly.
she got an ass, and
Yeah, she got.
algorithm likes that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, she just does it. I guess she just, yeah. Instagram likes ass. That's the conclusion.
Yeah. Tune in next week for the next episode of Ass and late stoppages and early
Exactly.
stoppages. And we'll probably hopefully I'll get to bitch or I'll get to gloat about Brandon Allen getting losing, but probably not really because look at who he's fighting. All
Yeah.
right, that's it. We're out of here.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.